Welcome to a journey through time, back to an age when giants may have walked the earth. Were they mythical beings crafted by ancient imagination, or colossal creatures that truly roamed among our ancestors? From towering bones unearthed in forgotten lands to ancient texts describing titans of unimaginable size, the evidence is both haunting and fascinating. In this video, we'll explore the legends, archaeology, and mysteries that surround the ancient giants, beings said to shape mountains and challenge gods. Prepare to question what you know about humanity's past as we uncover the truth behind ancient giants, the monsters of our ancestors. Ancient giants, the monsters of our ancestors. Throughout human history, myths and legends have told of enormous beings who once roamed the earth, towering figures of impossible strength, immense size, and mysterious origins. These beings, known as giants, are among the oldest and most widespread mythological creatures in human storytelling. From the frost giants of Norse sagas to the Nephilim of the Bible, from the titans of Greek mythology to the Rakshasas of India, nearly every civilization has preserved tales of beings so large and powerful that they blurred the line between gods and monsters. But what if these stories were more than myths? What if, buried in ancient memory and fossilized remains, lies a truth about real giants, the monsters of our ancestors? The birth of the giant myth. The concept of giants predates written language. Archaeological findings and oral traditions suggest that stories about colossal beings were told tens of thousands of years ago. To ancient people, the world was vast, dangerous, and mysterious, and giants embodied that mystery. The early humans, who uncovered enormous bones of prehistoric animals such as mammoths, mastodons, and dinosaurs, often interpreted them as evidence of ancient humans or gods who had once been enormous. Without scientific understanding of fossils, they filled the gaps with imagination and faith. These discoveries sparked the belief that, long before their time, giant men and women had walked the earth. For example, in ancient Greece, when farmers unearthed the massive bones of what were actually mammoths, they displayed them in temples, believing them to be the remains of fallen titans or heroes from the age before mortals. Similarly, in China, huge fossilized bones were ground into powder and called dragon bones, evidence, to them, of mighty creatures from the world's beginnings. Thus, the myth of giants may have begun with the simplest human reaction: awe and wonder at the unexplained. The giants of the Bible and ancient religions. One of the most famous mentions of giants comes from the book of Genesis in the Bible. The Nephilim, described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, were said to be mighty beings, men of renown. In the book of Numbers, when Moses' scouts explore the land of Canaan, they report seeing giants so tall that we seemed like grasshoppers in our own sight. These giants, descendants of the Nephilim, were said to inhabit the land before the Great Flood. The Nephilim myth has fascinated theologians and historians for centuries. Some interpretations suggest that these were fallen angels mating with human women, producing monstrous offspring. Others see the story as a symbolic warning about human pride and corruption. Similar tales appear outside of the Judeo-Christian tradition. The Book of Enoch, an ancient Hebrew text excluded from the official Bible, provides a detailed account of these beings. It describes them as the result of forbidden unions that enraged the divine, so much so that God sent the great flood to wipe them away. Yet, according to Enoch, some of their spirits survived, wandering the earth as malevolent entities. These legends illustrate an enduring belief that giants were more than physical creatures. They were symbols of rebellion, divine wrath, and forbidden knowledge. The giants of myth and legend. Beyond the Bible, nearly every culture has its own stories of giants, sometimes benevolent, often destructive. 1. The Titans of Greece. In Greek mythology, the Titans were the first generation of divine beings, born of Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. They were enormous, powerful, and ancient, the literal foundations of the world. The Titan Cronus, father of Zeus, was overthrown by his son in a war that reshaped the cosmos. When the Titans fell, their bodies were said to be buried beneath mountains and volcanoes, their rage causing earthquakes and eruptions. The Greeks saw giants as remnants of a previous age, beings too powerful and dangerous for the mortal world. Their destruction marked the beginning of the age of humans. 2. The Jotun of Norse mythology. In Norse legend, the Jotun, or frost giants, were the primordial enemies of the gods. Born from the chaos of creation, they lived in Jotunheim, a world beyond human reach. Some, like Ymir, were said to have been so large that the entire world was formed from his body after his death, his flesh becoming the land, his blood the seas, his skull the sky. The Jotun represented the wild, untamed forces of nature, winter, storms, and darkness, forever battling the order imposed by the gods of Asgard. To the Norse, giants were not just monsters. They were cosmic forces, eternal and necessary to balance creation. 3. The Rakshasas and Daityas of India. In ancient Indian mythology, giants took on a more complex form. The Rakshasas and Daityas were immense beings, some demonic, others divine, who constantly warred with the gods Devas. In Hindu texts, these beings were often embodiments of greed, pride, and chaos, yet they also possessed great wisdom and power. The Daitya king Hiranyakashipu, for instance, defied the gods and demanded worship as a deity himself. His arrogance led to his destruction by Lord Vishnu in the form of the half-lion, half-man avatar Narasimha. These stories served as moral lessons, showing how even beings of immense might could fall to hubris. 4. The giants of the Americas. Native American tribes also tell of giants. The Paiute people of Nevada spoke of red-haired giants called the Ctch, who were said to be cannibalistic and hostile. The tribe's legends claim that their ancestors fought and trapped the last of these giants in a cave, setting it ablaze to destroy them, a story that eerily echoes across many cultures. In South America, similar myths exist, of Patagonian giants cited by early European explorers, described as towering figures who lived along the coasts and mountains of what is now Argentina and Chile. The archaeological mystery. Did giants really exist? While mainstream science dismisses the existence of true humanoid giants, there have been intriguing discoveries and claims over the centuries. Skeletons of unusually large individuals have occasionally been found, though most turn out to be cases of gigantism, a medical condition that causes excessive growth due to hormonal imbalance. However, during the 19th and early 20th centuries, reports frequently surfaced of giant human skeletons unearthed in North America, sometimes measuring 8 to 12 feet tall. Many of these stories were published in local newspapers, often accompanied by sketches and testimonies, but the bones themselves vanished, often said to have been taken by the Smithsonian Institution, fueling conspiracy theories that evidence of ancient giants had been covered up to protect established scientific narratives. Skeptics argue that such remains were either hoaxes or misidentified prehistoric animals. Yet, the global consistency of giant myths raises an unsettling question. How did so many cultures, separated by oceans and time, all create similar stories about gigantic humans? One possibility is that early humans encountered the fossilized remains of enormous extinct species, hominids or hominins larger than modern humans, and misinterpreted them. Another theory suggests that memories of encounters with exceptionally tall tribes or individuals may have evolved into myths of giants over generations. Regardless of the truth, the mystery endures and continues to fascinate. Giants as symbols: power, corruption, and the fall. Beyond their physical size, giants in mythology often represent spiritual or moral ideas. They are symbols of excessive power, of beings who defy divine order and pay the price for it. In nearly every story, giants fall. The Titans are defeated by the Olympians. The Nephilim are drowned by the flood. The Jotun are fated to die at Ragnarok. The pattern is universal. Giants rise in pride, challenge the gods, and are destroyed. This recurring theme reveals how ancient societies viewed the relationship between humanity, divinity, and nature. Giants represented chaos, pride, and rebellion, forces that, if left unchecked, threatened the balance of the world. Their downfall served as a warning against arrogance, greed, and the desire for forbidden power. At the same time, giants also symbolize the awe of creation. They embodied mountains, storms, and the deep earth, the very forces that shaped human existence. By conquering or understanding these giants, early humans metaphorically tamed nature itself. The giant legacy in modern thought. Today, giants continue to influence popular culture, literature, and science. From Goliath in the Bible to Jack and the Beanstalk, from the BFG to Attack on Titan, modern storytelling reimagines the ancient archetype for new audiences. In each retelling, giants reflect our evolving fears and ambitions. In ancient times, they were divine punishments or cosmic beings. In modern tales, they often represent the monstrous consequences of human creation, genetic experiments, corporate greed, or technological hubris. In movies and novels, giants frequently return as metaphors for humanity's struggle with its own power, just as they once symbolized mankind's awe before the gods. The fascination remains unchanged. Giants remind us of our smallness, our vulnerability, and the vast, untamed world that still surrounds us. Possible origins. Science meets myth. Modern anthropology and paleontology may offer explanations for how giant myths began. Some scientists propose that the Neanderthals, Denisovans, or other extinct human species, who were often more robust and sometimes taller than Homo sapiens, could have inspired stories of ancient giants. Additionally, large primate fossils, such as those of Gigantopithecus blacki, a 10-foot-tall ape that lived in Asia about 300,000 years ago, could easily have fueled legends of enormous humanoids. The discovery of such bones by early humans would have seemed like undeniable proof of giant men. It's also possible that collective memory played a role. Oral traditions can preserve memories of real events and beings for thousands of years. Over time, details blur, and the extraordinary becomes supernatural. Thus, a tall warrior or a tribe of large humans might have evolved, through storytelling, into legends of titanic monsters. The psychological and spiritual meaning of giants. On a deeper level, giants symbolize something universal within the human psyche, the struggle between man and the forces beyond his control. Whether those forces are natural disasters, moral temptations, or internal fears, the image of a giant captures the sense of being dwarfed by something greater than oneself. Psychologically, giants may represent the shadow, the dark, primal part of the human mind that seeks dominance and destruction. Myths of heroes slaying giants, such as David defeating Goliath, mirror our inner battles against ego, fear, and chaos. Spiritually, giants stand as warnings, not against size, but against excess. They remind us that when strength or ambition grows too great, it becomes monstrous. The ancients saw balance as the highest virtue. Giants were the living image of imbalance, the enduring mystery. From ancient texts to modern films, from dusty bones to whispered legends, the story of giants endures because it touches something profound within us. Giants remind us of a time when the world was new and full of mystery, when the mountains themselves might have been sleeping gods, and when humanity still trembled beneath the weight of the unknown. Whether they were real beings or mythic symbols, giants hold a special place in our shared imagination. They are the bridge between myth and reality, between divine and human, between the possible and the impossible. In every culture, they fall, but their stories never die. The myths of ancient giants are not just tales of monsters. They are reflections of our ancestors' awe, fear, and wonder at the vastness of creation. Perhaps the true monsters of our ancestors were not beings of flesh and bone, but the colossal mysteries of the ancient world itself. Mysteries that, even today, still tower over us, casting long shadows from the dawn of time. The tales of ancient giants blur the line between myth and reality, leaving us to wonder what truths our ancestors tried to preserve. Were these colossal beings real, or symbols of a forgotten age of power and mystery? One thing is certain, their legends still echo through time. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of the giants, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's darkest mysteries. Join us next time as we continue exploring the hidden truths buried beneath our world. Until then, keep your eyes open, The past may be bigger than you think.